This is Note Taking Guide 1.4 for Math 1. Today we're going to talk about creating expressions. Hopefully this is something that you've done before and it's not going to take too much effort. So what we're really going to do today is take a sentence and we're going to complete it as a mathematical sentence. So we're going to change a written sentence to math. So on the first one it says 7 more than a number b. Does anybody know what more than means? More than means to add or to do addition. So what we're going to do here is we're going to write it as 7 more than a number b. Now I always get asked whether or not it would have been okay to write b plus 7. And because addition is commutative, meaning you can do it in any order, that would have been acceptable to do. So 7 more than a number b. To me, 7 more than actually kind of seems like you would write it this way because you started out with b and you'd add 7 more to that. But like I said, either direction on that would be okay because addition can be written in either order. The next one here says 5 more than twice x. So again, this more than right here is going to be addition again. Twice means, well, let's just think about that for a minute. If I had 4 pieces of candy and I asked for twice that, you would give me 8 pieces because you would times that by 2. So what we're going to have here is we're going to have 5 more than twice x. So 2 times x. So like I said, we're just writing these expressions mathematically that are written here in words. All right, the next one says the product of 11 and a number x. So if we remember from other classes that we've had, product actually means to multiply. So we're going to have to use the times sign somehow. We used to write times sign as an x like this, but because we spend so much time working with variables now, I'm going to suggest that you always use your times sign as a dot, like as a period kind of thing in the error, or that you use parentheses for multiplication. We don't want to use that x anymore. So the product of 11 and a number. So anytime that we're multiplying a number and a variable together, so it says a number x, we don't actually have to show a symbol in between them. If they're put together without a symbol, it implies multiplication. So we actually don't have to do anything there besides write 11x. The next one says 70 divided by a number m. So we're going to take 70 and you could write it as divided by a number m, but now that we're in these higher math classes, we really should write division as a fraction. So 70 divided by m really should be written like this, not with that division symbol. Okay, the next one, the difference of 19 and a number c. Difference actually means subtraction. So the difference of 19 and a number c would be 19 minus c. All right, the next one, the sum of a number t and 20. Sum means addition. So we're going to add a number t and 20 together, so t plus 20. Okay, the next one says the quotient of a number and 15. Quotient actually means the answer when you divide. So again, we're dividing here. So we're going to divide a number and 15, which means n's going to be divided by 15. 25 times the number p. Again, we're going to do 25. We're going to times it by p. We don't have to show any kind of symbol in between there. If you wanted to, though, you could put parentheses around the p. If you wanted to, you could put that little dot there to show the p there also. But this is really the correct way to write that. Sorry, the last one here is 2/3 of a number k. If anybody remembers what the word of means in math, it always means that you should multiply. Of is a multiply number here. So 2/3 of a number k just means 2/3 times k. All right. Same thing here, a little more words here to kind of maybe try to confuse us, but we're not going to let it. We're just going to write our expressions still. So it says the height of a wall that is B bricks tall if each brick is 3 inches tall. Well, how would we find the height of the wall? Well, the height would be equal to 3 inches times every brick that we have. So 3 times B would give us the height of the wall. The next one says the number of miles in a 4-mile walk left to walk if you've already walked M miles. Well, we start out with 4 miles that we need to walk. We could subtract off the miles that we already have walked, and that would give us the total of the miles that we have left. So 4 minus M. The next one says the total number of lawns you will mow today if you've already mowed 4 lawns and will mow W more lawns. So that will be easy to figure out. It'll be the 4 lawns that you've already mowed plus however many more lawns that you mow, which we said would be represented by the letter W or the variable W. Each person's share if P people share 3 gallons of water equally. So we have P gallons of water. We're going to divide that equally among 3 people. So that's going to be P divided by 3. All right. A few more things back here. Oh, unit rates are kind of my favorite because they're kind of easy math to do. So really when we're looking at unit rates, we're just going to simplify fractions if we can. So it says 6 cups divided by 3 servings. So we're just going to reduce that fraction. If we notice the 6 and the 3, they're both divisible by 3. So we're going to divide top and bottom by 3. When we do that, we get 2 cups on the top and we get 1 serving on the bottom. So we don't actually have that 1 on the bottom. So we'll have 2 cups per serving. So just divide that, reduce it on your calculator if you want to. So we're going to take the $120 and divide it by 10 tickets. When we do that, we're going to get $12 per ticket. And then the last one, 40 flowers divided by 5 vases. Divide that out right there and you're going to get 8 flowers per vase. Okay. The last problem here on this page says photographs. You can print color photos from your digital camera at a photo printing kiosk. The cost is 25 cents per photo. Write an expression for the total cost if you want to print P photos. How much does it cost to print 12 photos? So the cost of my photos, my total cost, will be 25 cents per photo. And then if I need to know how much it's going to cost for 12 photos, I'm going to put 12 in place of the number of photos. That will give me my total cost. And 25 cents times 12 photos is going to be $3. So $3 to print your photos. All right, this last problem right here is talking about bowling. Hopefully you've been bowling before. This might be a little bit confusing. It says bowling. In bowling, scoring is done by frame, with a frame consisting of 2 attempts to knock down all the pins. A spare occurs when it takes both attempts to knock down all 10 pins. The score for a spare is the current frame, and then you add the number of pins knocked down in the first attempt of the next frame. So up to 10. The number of pins knocked down in the spare is in the current frame. So write an expression for the score of a spare if you knock down P pins on the first attempt of the next frame. So if you got a spare, you'd have 10 points in the first place, because that means you would have knocked down all 10 pins in 2 attempts. And then you get the points from the first roll of the second frame, so 10 plus P. It says, what's your score for a spare if you knock down 7 pins in the first attempt of the next frame. Well, that would be 10 plus 7. So, I don't know. How come I just wrote 107 when I was writing 17? Gosh, I'm having a hard time. But 10 plus 7 would be 17. So your total would be 17. Thanks for watching the note taking, you guys. Good luck with your homework.